This is a video presentation about my website that I had designed for my class. It is a website about FPV drones, and it is about what I feel I did well and things that I can improve upon. So first things first, we'll talk about the 5 requirements that we have to have for web design, which is functionality, design, the SEO, accessibility, and the form. I feel I did well on all of them except for design in the beginning. I struggled with how to design this, and it was very monochromatic, which is something I wanted to do, but there was no breakups. It was all the solid orange, as you can see in the back ground, but there was none of these borders in different colors around the navigations, the headings, the aside and section profiles of this. It was just all solid orange, and one review from a peer said that it looked too simple, so I fixed that. As far as functionality goes, I feel like I did an excellent job of it. There's more than the 8 website pages that are required. I think I have 10, and they all pass the validation, no problem. Everything within my HTML and CSS are all lowercase and have the correct tags used to break up the web page. There is a lot of text, and that was one thing that was pointed out, was that there was just a lot of text throughout the entire thing, and so I ended up breaking it up a little bit with some headings, and so that was one thing that I struggled with at first and feel that I have corrected. The second part is design. I originally, as I stated, it was very simplistic and was not what I was looking at. I would say it originally needed improvement, and now I would put it as excellent. I feel the colors are visually appealing, and I went for a monochromatic scheme, as I stated earlier. I found the text to be slightly difficult to read originally, so I ended up switching the text altogether, went with it a little bit larger, and changed it all together. So I think that helped a lot. I had the correct number of CSS rules, and all of the images, as you can see, are clear, and they have good detail about that. The SEO, all the images, as I stated, have alternate text. They have the correct meta tags to summarize each page. That was something I struggled with originally and forgot to put in, and corrected that. As far as accessibility goes, I would say it's exceptional. They all have alternate tags, as you can see within the code itself. Let me find one a second. They all have the alternate tag right here, and they all have that to represent what it is in case it doesn't work as far as within the website itself. Form, I would say it's good. That collapses well. There's not any broken links that don't work, and they all have the correct stated things within the form page, the correct drop down for state, and all of that. As far as the best part of my website, I would say I feel the best part of my website is the design. Originally it was something that I struggled with, and really took the time and effort to really button that up and make it look better. I went through and changed a little bit of the color schemes, as far as the lighter orange with the dark orange on the back. It's actually a dark brown font instead of black, which is hard to tell the difference, but if you look at it next to black, it is a little bit different. I think that looks interesting and cool, very modern. The most challenging part, I would say, is getting the layout correct. That was something I really struggled with. Originally, these 2 sections right here were not lining up. There was a massive gap in between the heading and the content below. The footer was not sitting down at the bottom like it should have. It was always stuck up here, and that's something I struggled with. I eventually figured out that I needed to add a different line of code within the CSS for it to actually put it down there, and that corrected that. So that's the end of this video presentation, and thank you for watching.